right, Shalom.
Hey, Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all honor, praise, and glory to
Yahawashi, Yahawashi, Kakadash.
double honor to our apostles and elders of great millstone that rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing the true doctrine across the four winds of earth and all truth and necessary. With the Mississippi Council, once again, coming on the highways and byways, prophesy the downfall of America. Let you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know you're the most high chosen people, man. Repent, you know what I'm saying? Come back to Heavenly Father and the Son, man, while the doors of mercy are still open. Because we're at the latter end of this thing, man, and we see a lot of prophecy come to pass. There's a lot going on across the globe, man. And it's all prophetic, man. These are things that have been written and documented in the scriptures, man, that the prophets have been bringing up, you know what I'm saying, for a long time, man, starting with our apostles, our elder bishops, brothers on down, as well as their our apostles, elders, man. Okay? And one of the things we're seeing now is the manifestation of these wars and rumors of wars, man. They're steady brewing up, okay? You got Israel, you know what I'm saying? Lebanon, you got Russia, and Ukraine. But you know, these wars, they're steady intensified and steady increasing, man. You know, these other countries, man, are capable or have the nuclear capability, man. So they're not as intimidated by America like they used to be, man. You know, so they're gonna start joining up, teaming up with Russia, man, particular countries, man. The Lord is gonna divide these particular countries up. Some are gonna be, you know, allies with Russia, some are gonna be allies with America. And America's gonna lose some of their allies, man. That's gonna fall away because they're what? Sick of the horde, man.
Read stuff for you, bro. And this is Isaiah 14:10. All they shall speak and say unto you, are you also become weak as we, or you become like unto us?
They calling out America, man. Like you done got weak, man. What's going on? Ain't nobody as fearful when they hear about America, man. Ain't nobody really just taking cover when they hear about America, man. Now don't get it twisted. America is definitely still a power, man, especially when it comes to their army, man. But like I say, other countries have that nuclear capability. They might not have the mass armies that America have, but that's where that the allies are gonna start coming together, man. Where they're gonna be what Russia like that big brother. He's gonna be the big brother to these other nations, man. Because America and Russia are gonna be those two main power teams or power countries in this World War III, man.
Just to back you up, bro. This is Ezekiel 38:1. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set your face against God.
Russia?
Right? The land of Magog.
The land of Russia, basically, man.
That's right. The chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him. And that's modern day Turkey. Because
Turkey is gonna be an ally with Russia, man.
Turkey president just did a 30-minute speech at the UN condemning them small hats for what they doing in Hamas. Because you know Turkey is linked to all them Arab nations through their religion of Islam. You know, because Turkey is an Islamic nation. You know, so they look at those people that those small hats are bombing, you know, as they spiritual brothers and sisters, man. Okay? And Turkey got the, just like the brother getting into, you see, Turkey got the second largest military in NATO behind America, man. You know? And like you said, Russia is going to start, well, Russia has started arming, you know, the nations, like you said, bro. And the only reason, the main purpose that Russia is arming them nations is just for America. And them small hats.
Ain't that war crime? That should be war crime, right? It should be. They killing tons of people. Yeah. Yeah. That should be war crime. But guess what? They don't do shit to them.
And also, you have us placed in the ghettos. That's a war crime.
Yeah.
You poison our water. You poison our school system. You poison our religion. Right? All of that shit is war crime. And then when you think about the chief prince, like the priest is going into, that means what? A leader. Okay, a big brother. Back on you, bro.
Hey, that's what you said about the genocide. I came across a video. Dude was going into like about we was lied to by Columbus' so-called discovery of America. He said right there alone, that's intellectual genocide.
That's it.
I like how you worded it.
Right. Because Columbus knew about the Americas, man. And when you go into the history of Columbus, it states that he was extremely fond of the scriptures, right? And he read what? Esdras, right? The book of Esdras. That's how he knew that people, which was our people, was over here. Okay? He never tried to go to India, but he knew by default, reading the scriptures, that you had the tribes of Israel over here. So yes, that is a form of intellectual genocide, intellectual poisoning, man.
Hey, but that's why the scripture says it's gonna be a time like never before since it was a nation, man, because the gloves are off. They ain't giving a damn about no civilians or any so-called innocent people, man. It's all about trying to take over and conquer, man. You know, and all this is still just to cause order out of chaos across the globe to push so they can bring forth that MOTB and the NWO, man. Yeah.
In Psalms 140:1, it said, "Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man, preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischief in their heart, continually are they gathered together for war."
And it's really boiled down to the elites, man. Because they cover both spectrums of the wars, man. They monetarily support all these different countries, man.
You find that both sides.
There you go.
You got that documentary, All Wars Are Banker Wars. And they go from the Revolutionary War until the Iraq War, or Desert Storm. All right, even the post 2011. You know, the post 9/11 war. Okay, in Afghanistan, and it goes into how the bankers they fund both sides.
Yep.
You know?
That's right. Because at the end of the day, man, it's about power, man. And the ones who have the money has the power, man.
Right.
That's why we tell you that you got to repent, turn back to Heavenly Father, man. Because this power that this devil have is carnal, man. Okay, but we focusing on the power Yahawashi and him giving us that immortal power, man. When that time comes, okay, we got our minds on immortality. And we know we can't do nothing with this devil, man, because this is his kingdom, this is his rulership. This is a blessing that the Lord allowed him to have, man. So the only person who's going to be able to take this man out of rulership is Yahawashi.
And this is Genesis 27:40. And by your sword shall you live. Because that scripture says he was a violent man.
Yep.
All right? Violent, meaning what?
Violent,
you utilize your sword.
Yep.
Your military, your guns, and so on and so forth. Your tongue, right? Your medicines, right? Everything. So again, Genesis 27:40, and by your sword shall you live, and shall serve your brother, and it shall come to pass when you shall have the dominion, your kingdom, your rulership, you shall break his yoke from off your neck. Yeah, because since the Renaissance, that man came back. Since the Renaissance, he came back into power. And he's been utilizing the sword ever since, man. He's fully loaded, man. He's fully loaded.
I got a quick bag you up. This Romans 13:4. It says, "For he is the minister of the Most High to thee for good, but if thou do that which is evil, be afraid."
So, wait a minute. The scriptures say he is a minister from the Most High or for the Most High. Meaning what? He's a servant of Yahawashi. What does that mean? On the left-hand side. See, the Most High controls everything, right? And then you have our high priest going into Yahawashi, and he's actually the one second in command. But at the same time frame, Yahawashi gave this man a platform, a dominion, a rulership to rule. And if you really want to just break it down, it was Yahawashi that gave him this platform, going into this blessing, right? Go ahead, bro.
And it says, "But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain."
Right, so meaning what? The Most High is going to use him to come against you. That's why we have to patiently wait until Yahawashi is dispatched back on earth. And all we have what? Is faith and hope. That's it. We have no carnal means to escape this bullshit. All we have is our faith, which is still something that's supplied to us via the Spirit, man.
Prisoners of hope.
We're prisoners of hope, man.
It said, for he is the minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil.
Right, so if you're doing evil, the Most High is going to utilize him to bring judgment on you. Right? Think about it. The Most High has a title, what? The Lord of what? Sabaoth. Armies. And within the dynamic of his armies, you have what? Esau. That's right.
So yeah, man, we just constantly delivering the message, man, and giving warning that people can take heed of what's going on. The times we in, all the things that are happening, man, it's prophecy, and it's all going to eventually lead up to the Lord bringing down his judgment, man. You know, whether it's when he utilized Esau, you know what I'm saying, to come down with that great wrath, okay, bringing forth famine on the earth, pestilence, you know. It's all gonna be judgment for the wicked, man. Okay, and if Yahawashi me outside, man, if you're not in the corner, if they're not in your corner, man, you gonna be there for the taking, man. Okay.
Like this Jeremiah 50, so verse 22. It says, a sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction.
A sign of battle? Shit. We see plenty of signs of battle, man. Like bro just going into with the small hats, man. You know, and we say who was it that had the 30-minute speech regarding what the small hats were doing?
Turkey president.
Turkey president. That's a sign of battle, man. That was pretty much him putting out there that they ain't gonna stand for this, man.
Then the actual sound, like they rocking shit over there.
Breaking ground over there.
It said
Man.
Japan shot some Russian warplanes. Because it was in their territory.
You know,
So all these other nations getting involved globally, what's that leading to? The third war.
Yeah.
And it's going beyond rumors of wars. Rumors in the Greek is what? A circulating stories. These people are utilizing missiles, or these nations are utilizing missiles, man.
Action right there.
That's action. And pretty soon, troops gonna be on the fucking ground.
I think they send like 700 over there. I think they send like 700 over the United States. Yeah. Yeah, but they said they're gonna send. I think they said they're gonna send like 700 over there right now. They said that.
Probably 7,000. They finna start shipping them out again.
Man, I saw a brother did a video earlier.
Navy SEALs in them.
Yep. So brother, he did a video earlier going into how he like 40-something years old, and the army called him to re-enlist him. You know, trying to market him to join the back.
Brother,
That's the times we're going into.
They want anything breathing, man.
he's a
Nah, brother did a video on something.
You go over there, brother, you ain't coming back.
It's the one-way trip.
Yeah.
And what P said, this will be your last day.
Yep. So it says, a sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
And look up that hammer in the Greek for the priest, bro.
Because the elites use America as a hammer in the earth. You know, they hammer you militarily, economically, those sanctions. So Babylon, you know, was a tool of the elites, you know, the banking families. That's why they financed Babylon, you know, after World War II. Made them the world superpower by what? Making the dollar the world reserve currency, man, in the Bretton Woods agreement. Okay? So after that, America pretty much had an unlimited budget, okay, when it came to the military. Because they was able to print money. They wasn't backed by nothing, man. So that was like a cheat code to why America could have so much military hardware, because they didn't have a budget. Because there's only so many rubles you can print.
Right.
There's only so many euros you can print. But America, they was unlimited. Niggas just print money and buying shit. Right. You know?
And these central banks, none of them can be audited, man. Nobody can stick their nose in there and see what's really going on. They just put just hit go on their printer, man, and it's just spinning and spinning and spinning, man. And these dollars keep kicking out. They keep spreading them out throughout the globe, throughout people, man. It's gonna cause that inflation, man, because it's so much fiat cash floating around, man. So that's gonna cause things to start going up.
Hyperinflation.
Hyperinflation.
Hyper.
Hey, I'm saying this too. I should lock on that. The 700 troops were UK announced on Tuesday they would send 600-700 troops.
You can't stay.
You can't, but the thing said America sent dozen troops. So
They're
online.
on 12?
I don't fucking say it said a couple dozen. I don't fucking know. They said, oh,
They playing Call of Duty.
yeah, I can do that.
So niggas go to the club.
They ain't lying.
So for that word, the Hebrew word for hammer in Jeremiah 15:23 is patayash. And go to the root word, it goes into devastator.
Devastated. Hey, cause America devastate them shit, man. Like you gotta understand, man. Like America, like they got that frame. They have took people back to the Stone Ages, man.
You're receiving
Yeah,
that
they done turned cities into parking lots, man. America be going crazy over there. Like the small house right now. This nigga shot 1,100 targets. in the airport.
Well, a lease over that motherfucker.
Going crazy. Like, them folks really like, that's why America, pretty much, they foreign policy. They pretty much have your foreign policy made for you. They just come tell you what you're gonna do, man. All right? Like those senators, them American senators, when they go visit them other stations, they move them aircraft carriers where them senators be at, man. Where them different ambassadors and diplomats be at. And that's when they had a meeting. So what you gonna say? So like them aircraft, like you said, them aircraft carriers, that's why, America getting weak. But they still know them aircraft carriers got some shit on there. Them fighter jets, them motherfucking nukes on that bitch, them motherfucking them J-down missiles, them cruise missiles. You see, that motherfucker one aircraft carrier is a motherfucker. Like you go to those Esau's angels. Like how one angel can do some damage and fuck some shit up.
Yeah.
One of them aircraft carriers can fuck some shit up. Yeah.
Flatland.
Yeah. It made Jackson disappear. You know what I'm saying? So, going back to that word devastating, like, shit, anybody want to fuck with that. But now, another reason, these Americans got their weaponry, but then they ain't got shit to lose. Now, you gotta think, it's people that survive in airstrikes that have lost everything. They have lost 2 generations of family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's who these militaries are. These are the children of 9/11. America been over there 20 years, so the children that was 5, 6 years old when America first came over there, that's the military now, and they ain't got shit to lose.
And they have an embedded hatred for the United States of America.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't give a damn. Okay, they will strap on something in order to take you down. And what's the old mankind saying? I will break my leg just to break yours.
And to prove the point, exactly what you're saying, bro. Like Hamas, when them Israeli tanks, when they was coming, when them tanks, cause see, they already knew that them Israelis going to airstrike the shit out of them. So their battle strategy was to fight in a rubble. Cause they knew that they were gonna make this bitch a rubble. But now, when them Israeli tanks was coming in there, you had Hamas, cause them tanks would be have anti-missile systems on them. So you can't hit that motherfucker. So you have an actual man, all right, one of them Israelites, he'll jump out the tunnel, run full speed to the tank, put a detonator on that bitch. He gonna get shot up, but it's gonna disarm that tank, and then another one will pop up and kill that bitch. Like you say, I break my leg. Yeah, that's the shit they own. That's their mindset. Like, I'm finna die. Y'all finna die too.
That's right.
They willing to take you with them.
Right.
Oh, you going with them?
Yeah. That's how you know too. The war gonna be fought here.
Yeah.
I'm saying like you know the same atmosphere what we see going on in the Middle East is gonna be right here in America, man. You know.
Got some link up to that devastate Jeremiah 50. It's Habakkuk 2:8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people should spoil thee.
Yeah, and if you're spoiling something, you're taking their resources, right? You utilize your spoil to take their resources, and you became extremely wealthy, man. See, this is beyond rich, right? And that goes back to the blessing, which also entails what? The fatness of the earth.
That's where that devastate word goes to lay waste, or to ruin.
And that's what you do to these countries. You lay them waste, right?
He has the same strategic plan, attack it every time. he'll demonize this particular political leader, you know, to the world using his propaganda machines, going to this mainstream news and media. And what he'll do, he'll demonize them to the point where they have to go there and use their so-called democracy just to take their resources. He does that every time and time again. All these different political leaders, it was like for their people, what Esau does, he'll terrorize them by putting them into that humiliation ritual by shaming them to the public. You know? So we think he's going to do to us, Lord willing, when we make it to that persecution level. It's going to be on a greater level, man.
And it's on. You seen on The Simpsons, Mike Tyson had a tattoo GMS.
What?
Yes, he had a tattoo GMS, and Alvarez, I'm gonna do a video with what's it called? Gallatin?
Galactic Mystery Solvers.
Galactic Mystery Solvers. And when you go into that term galactic, it goes actually into the Milky Way. And when you break down that term Milky Way, it means what? A band of stars. So we receive so when you think about a band of stars, you think about who? The day star, Yahawashi. So we're illuminated from Yahawashi as smaller stars. Alvarez, I'll do a video on that, man.
Look at
But
Revelation 12.
Exactly.
The woman with the crown of 12 stars.
that's one of my precepts. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's like it says back in Habakkuk 2, verse. Let's go back to 8. Habakkuk 2 and 8. So it says, because I have spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people should spoil thee. Because of men's blood and for the violence of the land and of the city and of all that dwell therein.
Everybody's conspiring against America, man. All these nations, because America has weaponized their currency, okay? And then, like, even this whole SWIFT banking system, these nations got to deal with American banks to trade their resources, man. You see, like, when they say the horde that ride at the beach, like, this bitch got a lot of control, man. You know? So here it is, if India wants to sell, all right, resources, okay, to China, you got to go through American banking system, man.
Right.
And then that's why America is able to hold your shit. If you disagree with something, they able to just hold your shit. Pretty much take your shit. You know? So these nations, that's why you see these nations, at the end of the day, it's all leading to the MOTB. But all these nations are done this American hegemony. You know, this American dominated world order. Like that's the complaint of the nations is they're tired of this American dominated world order. Well, America has all this power over other nations, man. You know, same thing like with Rome. There's eventually barbarians, they rebel. Like this bitch got too much power. You know?
That's how you know, if you listen to these different Luciferians at the wealth, pretty much when it comes to NWO, the world is going to be governed by a handful of nations. You know? Not just Babylon the Great, you know?
You know, just going back to the spoiled many nations, you know, the Cuban blockade, you know, what, 1958? You know what I'm saying? They did like the economic sanctions from having so-called like resources going to, you know, to Cuba, where they prevent tourism, stuff like that, all types of school supplies, medical supplies, embargoes. You know, you can economically strangle another nation, man. That's when your many fashions and forms of the sword. Because the sword comes into many different fashions and forms. Esau's blessed on the left-hand side. You know?
Yeah. And this is Obadiah 1:7. All your allies will turn against you. They will help to chase you from your land. They shall promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you. Your trusted friends will set traps for you, and you won't even know about it.
Yeah, they gonna start teaming up with Russia, man. A lot of these different countries, man. Because you know, America been so boastful. You know, Scripture said he was more stout than his fellows. You know, throwing their weight around and every damn thing, man. And like I say, these other countries, man. Even some of these ones who still allies with NATO, man. They having their little secret councils, man. They sending their little messages on how they can go ahead and team up with Russia, man. You know, because like I say, it's like that motherfucker that. You know he don't like you, but he gotta fear you, so he just still kind of hanging around, man.
They gotta deal.
They gotta deal with it.
Because everybody is so intertwined into that dollar. You know, before they put all these sanctions on Russia, Russia is 70% of their economy was using American dollars. You know, these bitches, all these nations are so intertwined with America, they gotta deal with these bitches. Like they gradually, because they can't just tank the dollar, because they should have collapsed. Because all they shit pegged to the dollar. So this is why they're forming, you know, BRICS and all these different other alliances to gradually build a currency that doesn't rely on the American dollar. But ultimately it's going to be because the BRICS currency is digital. So it's still a segue to the MOTB, but the thing is, what the elites are selling these other nations is America will not be the dominant superpower anymore. And that's why you see America being systematically dismantled. Okay? And why you think, come on man, 50 million migrants just come in?
Right.
You know? That's an invasion, man.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an invasion. Any other scenario, that's an invasion, man. You let 10,000 men from Syria, okay, just invade Saudi Arabia. That's an invasion. That's a war. Okay, but who's letting this happen? Why are they able to just ride around, don't get pulled over? Because see, the elites, they just got the people in high places. They just need the police chief, certain mayors, okay, these politicians, these governors. They need the people in charge to tell everybody else stand the fuck down.
Right.
Don't touch it. You know what I'm saying? So this is a systematic dismantling from up top, man.
And hey, and if you want us just to back the priests up, and if you really want to see how they get down, watch James Bond, Quantum of Solace, right? Because they show you how they would send a lesser elite in to a government. And I want to say at the time frame, it was in Bolivia, right? No, it was in Haiti. And basically, he told them how they took over Haiti, but the main goal was to take over Bolivia. And they wanted their natural resource, which was water. And he said, we have 26 countries that are down with it. Who is he talking about? The fucking EU. He said the EU was down with it. So then when the man realized towards the end what he was giving away, because he told him, we want this desert land right there, and we got pipes and all this to put inside that desert land. When he realized that it was a natural source of water there, he was like, look, either you could basically sign this, but if you don't, best believe your willing replacement is willing to do it. And the man that was second in command was right there beside him, and he had his hand on the gun. And he was gonna blow his head off right there. This is how they get down. Right, they're gonna send lesser elites to the government officials, and they gonna make you get down. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. And then what they do, they install a puppet government, and now you pushing their legislation.
Strong arm in these other countries.
What was he said? This Revelation 13 and it's Revelation 13 and 14, and it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Yeah, and those miracles is what? It's technology. Right? You being able to launch missiles and how you destroyed Japan, that is a fucking miracle. Prior to that, that was unheard of. To make fire come, you know, to make fire just shoot down on a country.
That type of explosion, because a nuclear bomb is just like, it's an explosion that keep happening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like for him to master that, let you know it's witchcraft, and the Lord tapped into him going to the Teamanites. You know, we talking about the Operation Paperclip. Yeah, when they got them German scientists, that's what perfected that bomb.
That's it.
You know, that was pretty much, Japan was like an experiment. Mm-hmm. Like when America got them German scientists after World War II, you know, America didn't possess the atomic weapon. See, Germany was way ahead of them. That's why they had to kill Hitler. Hitler was set up. You know, he was a small hat.
He was a Rothschild.
He was a Rothschild. He was sired by one of the Rothschilds. Okay, but he started to go rogue. You see, he started taking down those Masonic temples throughout Europe. Okay, he started going into all the archives of the hidden wisdom, and he had them German scientists. Like when you go into World War II, Germany was kicking all Europe ass. They couldn't fuck with Germany. Germany had some shit. So that's why pretty much all these Edomites had to gang up on Germany and take them down and break up them scientists and shit, man. They split them scientists up between Russia and America. Russia got the majority of them, but America got them, because the rocket ship, that's German. That was German scientists came with their rocket ship. America didn't have that technology. That's why Russia was in space before America, man. You see? So these goddamn wise men of Timon, the Lord used them to make weaponry to fulfill prophecy, man. You see? Yeah,
And how you know it's the technology of the Most High? They show you in the movie Oppenheimer, like the way that man's mind works. You know, like you listen to the way them different scientists speak. They talk about time and space, but they was explaining like the technology of the atom bomb. You know, but they show you that's from the Heavenly Father, man.
And Oppenheimer, he said he dreamed, he kept having dreams of chariots. You know, he called them UFOs. He kept saying he was dreaming of chariots, showing the angels playing on his mind. You know?
It's Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
Yeah, because the ancient smith, the blacksmith, the silversmith, okay, they would make the weapon. You know, they was pretty much like an engineer, you know, crafting weapons. I'm saying, what's the modern day smith? These scientists, okay, these engineers.
Luke 17:29. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Woo!
So that fire and brimstone now the nukes. Okay? And they have the ability, because going back, they're rocket. That's teaming. They're projectiles. Okay? Everybody's pretty much, when you look at modern military, everybody is pretty much advancing what the Timonites, engineered after World War II. You know? They whole rocket and projectile, So the wise man and Timon played a major part in destroying this man's kingdom, which is their kingdom. The Timonites going to with the grandson of Esau. You got it, bro.
Hey, priest, and if I could just say this, watch Wolverine when it first come on.
Yeah.
Which one was that? It's the second Wolverine. It goes into how Japan was being destroyed.
Yeah.
So it was a Japanese guy. He was about to kill himself, and so Wolverine saved him at the last minute. Yeah. So he wanted to run, and he told him, "Like, you're not gonna be able to run that boat."
Yeah.
And so basically, he took him down there into this what was it, a channel or something?
It was a shelter.
It was a shelter. A bomb shelter. But hell, even the fire came through that motherfucker. Wolverine had to put a metal object to protect him, and then he got over him. Yeah. But it just shows you how that fire still swept down there, man. And this is nothing compared to the nuclear destruction that has been modified.
This nuclear.
Yeah. Hey, to show you all these different millionaires and billionaires in America that's making bunkers, they stupid, man.
Yes, that's right.
You know?
So dig in hell, which is your bunkers. But at the end of the day, you still will not be protected.
But then the Most High got a sense of humor. They call the bunkers dumb. Deep underground military bunkers. Yeah, dumb. You know what I'm saying? You got it, bro.
I was gonna say, them nuclear destruction is so powerful that it shows that it burnt a shadow into the ground or whatever surface that person was near. That's how powerful it is. That's how you know that technology, that knowledge had to come from where? On high.
And I can say that fire, man, is just like water, man. You know, water's gonna find itself through any kind of little crack or crevice, man. It's gonna get up in there, man. So anywhere there's any little bit of oxygen flowing anywhere, the fire is gonna take hold to it, man. It's gonna make its way through there. So these little bunkers and any of these little things, man, anywhere that this fire goes, where any oxygen is, it's gonna be just a link to it, man. It's gonna follow up in there. There's gonna be no escape, man.
I Go ahead.
I'm about to say this place is flammable. With all the gas, just how this place is built, with all the gas and sewage system, it's
Oil reserve.
all reserved the air.
Cars with gas and some diesel.
Chemtrails. This place is flammable. This place is built to be burned.
Highly flammable.
Get the gas.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, this is for Oppenheimer. Job 33 and verse 14. For the Most High speaks one, yea twice, yet man perceives it not. In a dream, in a night vision of the night, when deep sleep falls on men, and slumberings on the bed, then he opens the ears of men and seals their instruction.
Yeah, he tapped into them Teenanites, man. You know? And put them on a level with everything, like I say, from the nuclear physics to the rocket scientists, okay? To everything, the type of metals, needed to sustain, that thrust, on those rockets, like the Teenanites, the Lord tapped into the Teenanites, man. Okay, the wise men of Edom. Okay? So all this technology, and not only do the Edomites possess it, but these other nations have been able to reverse engineer. Okay, you had Iran in 2011, I want to say. They landed they hacked into an American drone and made it land in Iran. And what did they do? Now Iran got the best drones on earth. To Russia get their drones from Iran. Okay?
So tell them what they did for you.
Yeah, they broke it down, they re-engineered it, and then when Obama asked for it back, they sent him a pink little toy drone, because that's when he passed that gay rights shit, gay marriage. So the Iran president sent that nigga back a pink little toy drone, so you get it in blood. You see?
That's gonna be the big three over there. Russia, Iran, and Turkey.
Yeah, it's gonna go crazy. See, we just watching, because right now, what they doing now, they could do this back and forth, for a year or so. They keep Hezbollah doing missile strikes, small hats doing air strikes. Because you gotta think, October 7th is almost been a year since this conflict started. With Hamas. It's been a year. That's why the scripture says, the end is not yet. So we're going to see these things constantly escalate. We got to call it escalation. So whatever one side do, the other side match it. And if the other side go up the escalation, the other side gonna go up the escalation. So we're just seeing it constantly escalate until it's just all out war.
Because it's not going to die down.
Nah, ain't no
We're beyond that.
de-escalate.
Yeah, ain't no
Ain't no
de-escalation.
de-escalate. Nah, that ain't no play.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations.
Assembly, and that's the alliances that the brother was speaking of earlier. Because everyone is getting under the banner of God, okay, which is Russia. You see, because Russia, they have a military hardware to make these weak nations strong immediately, man. If Russia start putting them S-400s in your country, and your military might increase it drastically, man. Okay? Because even in Syria, when Syria shot down some missiles from them small hats, they use Russian hardware. Because them S-400s, if you put them S-400s in Syria, they can track them Israeli fighter jets on the runway. So before them bitches take off, they already tracked. You see? So this is a game changer, because the whole world been building their military just to fight this beast system. And mainly America, and the small hats are nothing but an extension of America. It's like America Junior in the Middle East. Because they got all the same weaponry, man. You got it, bro.
From the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her.
Battle formation. And guess what? Russia's arming up everybody. Venezuela got military hardware from Russia. Cuba got military hardware from Russia. Iran, Yemen, Hezbollah, Syria. They put themselves in battle formation. See, before the war break out, because you ain't gonna get to move like that when war break out. You ain't gonna get to be able to move hardware in all these different places once the war starts. when the war starts, you locked in whatever you got in position. So what we seeing now, just Russia is pretty much just arming any country that'll let them put weapons in their country, man. Because when it go down, missiles gonna come from every goddamn where, man. We gonna be surprised to see where missiles come from, man. Go ahead.
From thence she shall be taken.
Yep.
Their arrow shall be as of a mighty expert man.
A mighty expert man. Okay? If you had someone that was an expert at the bow, you see, and then they was extremely accurate. That's all they. Somebody that was an expert. That's all they did. That was their job. They ain't do nothing else but the boat.
And they don't miss.
Nah.
The expert don't miss.
You see? Go ahead.
From thence she shall be taken. Their arrow shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain.
Yep.
And
So it ain't gonna be no nukes and shot out. It's gonna be shot down. That's another thing that Russia got, because these missile defense systems, not only are they not 100% accurate, but they all run off the grid. So Russia got technology that can jam them radars. So if you jam them radars, you defenseless. You ain't gonna shoot one missile down. If they jam them bitches, you ain't gonna shoot nothing down. And guess what? Small hats in America, they run on the same missile defense system, that Patriot. Because the Iron Dome ain't nothing but a bunch of American Patriot systems, thrown together, man. They just call this shit a cute name. Go ahead.
And Chaldea shall be a spoil, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord.
Yeah, they're gonna get their rocks off on America, man. Like I said, they tired of the horse. How the hell can another nation make policies for you, but it don't affect them, but you a third world country now, man? Because of some shit this nigga decided to do, man. How they feel. It's like Jake. Like what? Every Jake, majority Jake, they want to do what? They want to delete their baby mama. Because this bitch got the power to destroy your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's how America is. America wake up and feel some type of way and just fuck your whole shit up. Because your currency pegs to their currency. You got all this shit going on. Imagine if you work, 2 weeks, 100 hours, and you need that money, but the bank say, look, we ain't gonna pay you. Figure it out. That's what America do on a large scale. These nations need that money for their resources. But then nigga tell you figure it out.
I got you, bro. And this is Ezekiel 38:4. And I will turn you back and put hooks into your jaws. Yep. And I will bring you forth in all your army.
And the hooks into the jaws, how you control the wild beasts.
That's right.
And bear it.
That's right.
You bring it to where you want it. Because Russia be trying to chill, but America is forcing it to where Russia gotta respond heavy. Yeah, because it went from Russia fighting Ukraine to now Russia is being attacked by NATO directly, man.
That's right, bro.
That invasion when they went into Russia, they went into Kursk. Like NATO's getting extremely bold, and so like I say, Russia just positioning military hardware everywhere because they know once they go, they're gonna have to go. You see? Go ahead.
Yeah, back into Ezekiel 38:4, and I will turn you back and put hooks into your jaws, and I will bring you forth, and all your army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor.
And they're gonna have to go all out.
Is that 400? You're talking about?
Yes, and then like I say, that's old. They saying the rumor that Russia made it to like S-700. So the S-400 that's the shit we know about. So, as I say, all the horsemen, all right, fighter jets, tanks, you see, and you go into Ukraine, by Russia getting control of Ukraine, guess what? Ukraine is flat land. So when Russia get ready to invade Europe, they already got Ukraine cleared out.
I'm gonna say this, we had to know that Trump and that one more talking debate. Trump say this about Russia. He said, y'all talking about this. Russia got them nukes. That's what he said. He said, they got them nukes. They know what's up. They know it. They say Russia got them nukes.
Right, and Russia already got submarines on the Atlantic and the Pacific coast right now, and America can't detect us. You see, America always Russia always fucking with America. They'll let their submarines pop up, you know, and then they go back down and you know, you don't know where they get. You gotta know.
Even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
So everybody gonna be strapped. Russia's scrapping down anybody that take weapons. You know, Sudan, Congo, you don't give a damn. Libya, okay, they got pacts with Libya. You know,
Persia, Ethiopia,
Yeah.
and Libya.
with them. They got pacts with Libya. You know, Ethiopia.
Right.
You know, go ahead.
Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet.
With shield and helmet. That's military hardware, man. So what we're seeing is these nations being strapped up for war. Okay? Because Russia knows that they're gonna have to go all out, man, because they know they're gonna have to deal with NATO and America, man. Okay? And then eventually, EU nations gonna flip on America, man. Because they're gonna be getting devastated by Russia, man. And it's gonna be because of America, man. You see? So at the end of the day, the majority of the missiles of the earth are coming here to America, man. Turn this bitch to a lake of fire. You see? You gotta go.
That's the book of Joel, chapter 3, starting verse 9. Say, in the NLT, say to the nations far and wide, get ready for war.
Yep.
Call out your best warriors. Let all your fighting men advance for the attack.
Yeah, and this is different spirit on these nations, man. These nations in the east. I say, man, these people have nothing to lose. They don't care. Houthi rebels, man. They disrupting, you know, they're shipping through the Red Sea. That's unheard of, man. And America did the airstrikes on them, but see, going back to General Solomon, what's his name? Money, but the one that Trump killed. Yeah. Yeah. The one that Trump put on t-shirt. Yeah.
He fucked my boy up.
Yeah. So, but he taught that whole region how to do war with the beast. Because they know they're gonna airstrike the shit out of them. You know, so they put everything on the ground. And then all these targets that America be hitting, they be dummy targets, man. They be empty warehouses. Okay. Old rockets and shit, rocket systems and shit. And then when they retaliate, they bring the new shit up and retaliate, man. So it's like America is a power puncher, but if you can't hit me, what's your power mean? Right. Because America got the power, but if you can't hit me, then you can't get past my defense. You see?
That takes a lot out of you when you miss.
Yeah.
And then what happens? Then your confidence start fucking up with you. You know what I'm saying?
And you remember that video I saw about that beach? Them Israelis tried to invade.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we can't, you know, we can't go into it, but we seen what happened, boy. Boy, wipe some noses down there again, boy. Them boys ain't come back. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 10. Hammer your plowshares into swords,
Yep.
and your pruning hooks into spears.
Yo, so the number one priority, because you gotta think about it, as a nation, what would be the number one priority, all right, for your people? How they gonna eat? How you gonna feed them? With the agriculture. But now the number one priority is what? Weapons of war. Yeah, yeah. Even Poland, because Poland needs some weaponry. They told their citizens, like, look, y'all gonna have to start eating 1 meal a day. Yeah, y'all gotta eat 1 meal a day. We need some rockets, nigga. Russia here. These niggas outside. You know?
Like on the caloric deficit.
Yeah, that shit.
Train,
No, you got it.
train even your weaklings to be warriors.
Train even your weaklings to be warriors, man. That's the reserves, really, when you go into it. You know? They call them the reserves. And the small had, you know, the rooms that they call in our reserves, man. You know, to deal with Hezbollah, man. Okay? And then you look at the war in 2006, Hezbollah bust the small hats up. 2006. Look it up. You know, Hezbollah made them small heads tap out. You see? So what you think they got 18 years later, 19 years later? This all Hezbollah been training for this shit here. You know? This is all they live for. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Come quickly, all you nations everywhere.
Yep.
Gather together in the valley. And now, O Lord Yahweh, call out your warriors.
Yep, so it said come everywhere. Okay, all these nations are being dragged into this conflict, all right, in their region of Jehoshaphat. Okay? China, because China ain't gonna be able to sit idle because they depend on Russia too much. Russia can't sit idle with Iran, but they depend on Iran too much. I say Iran got oil fields, they produce nothing but oil for China. Like that's all they do is produce oil for China. And China is the goddamn sweatshop on the earth. They need that power. Okay? Yeah, bro.
2 Ezra 13:5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the men that came out of the sea.
Yep, so that's dealing with Yahawashi coming out of the atmosphere. Okay? But you're gonna have all these nations that's already in conflict with each other. Okay? That's gonna stop fighting each other to try to deal with this new, what they call common enemy. You know, what Ronald Reagan called Star Wars. Okay? Star Wars treaty pretty much. We all had one common enemy and unite and fight. Okay? Well, the Lord put the spirit on them to come up with that, man.
They showed you on Independence Day, they didn't actually have like the other countries warring. But you see, once they seen, you know what I'm saying, this invasion of this unknown entity or whatever, they decided they would all come together, man, across the globe to have that fight that common enemy.
I'm gonna say this, and it's not unknown. And I'm gonna tell you why, because you had this Edomite that said that he saw tall black men about 7 or 8. Well, no, I can take that back. He said probably between 8 and 9 feet coming out those ships, and they walked like they never been conquered before.
I remember that.
He said they walked like they never been conquered before.
You talking about that one interview?
Yeah,
The guy was sitting down with a woman or something?
Yeah, sitting with an Edomite woman, and
Yeah.
she was like, you know, are they such and such? And he was like, no, they're tall, they're dark skinned, and they got big hair. Yeah.
My grandma, when she was in between this realm, you know, the spiritual realm, you know, she was in and out. You know, what she told my mama, she said, I seen some men up there, some big black men. You know, she was going in and out between, you know how they be, you know, sometimes they get in and out. Yeah, so she said she seen them angels. She called them big black men, you know, angels.
Hey, you remember that little boy said he went to heaven? And he said he went to heaven. He said, what he say?
Yeah, he playing, Jesus was a nigga.
Yeah, what he
He
said.
was out there playing basketball.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I don't know what part of him he went at. He went to the head of war or something, but
Yeah, here's what I'm about to say. Here's for a game.
head
I got one for y'all. 2 Ezra 13:31. And one shall undertake to fight against another. Oh, yeah. 2 Ezra 13:30. He shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth.
Yeah, go ahead.
And one shall undertake to fight against another.
That's Yahawashi. This is the scene he's coming to. Okay, well, it's gonna be major division. Okay, and then you gotta understand, like, it's gonna be division in the earth, but then you still gonna have pockets of normalcy too. You know, as in the days of Noah. That's why it's gonna catch so many people off guard. Cause like right now, there's major war going on in certain regions, but guess what? America's still chilling. In certain areas still chilling while war going on. So this gonna be going on, but then you still gonna have them pockets of normalcy, man, like Noah. That's why it's gonna be so unexpected. You know? Go ahead.
It says that one shall undertake to fight against another,
Yep.
one city against another,
Yep.
one place against another,
Yep.
one people against another, and one realm against another.
Yeah, so you're gonna have civil unrest, okay? You're gonna have these militias and mercenaries. All right, you're gonna have countries that's gonna be going in, okay? And ultimately, you're gonna have the realm, the spiritual realm, that's gonna come and wage war against this.
Oh, well,
Yep. You know, in righteousness, man. You got it. Oh, that was it, yeah.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Had what? Oh, second Ezra 13, 30.
This second Ezra chapter 16, verse 7. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer?
Yep, and that's those nukes, man. And then see, he's making an analogy of a strong archer, man, because depending on your strength, how much force, you know, is applied to the arrow. You know, so if someone shoots a mighty arrow, that motherfucker comes with some velocity. You know, they come through shit.
and once it's released, you can't stop it.
Nah, you know, they got no
Once it
reverse.
comes out, you cannot turn it around.
Nah.
It has to hit this fucking target.
The mighty Lord sending the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?
Yeah, the ultimate plague will be the nukes.
That's right.
You know, and there's going to be nothing, okay, that's going to quench, all right, those nukes. They got to burn themselves out. You see, that's why America gonna be that memorial, man. Lord, you gonna let this bitch burn till the fire burn itself out. Go ahead.
Hey, that's what a lot of incense does too. You know, for brothers that burn incense,
Yep, yep.
like you get you a real good batch of something.
Yep.
That it literally has to put itself out.
A fire shall go forth from his wrath,
Yep.
and who is he that may quench it?
Yep. So the Lord has, going back to Esau being the minister of the Most High, the Lord, like those weaponry was made from the place of anger. Like for the Lord to tap into them Edomites, them Temanites, and allow them to come up with their weapon. The Lord was angry. That's the Lord's anger in that technology, man. You know? That's why he allowed Esau to get so deep into that. That was his anger being expressed with them devils coming up with this nuclear physics. Okay? Hypersonic rockets. That's the Lord's anger. That's why scripture say what? The Lord had opened up the weapons of his armament. Go ahead.
He shall cast lightning, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall
And the
threaten.
lightning is talking about what? How fast it's moving. Think about lightning, how lightning strikes in the sky. It's real fast, it's swift.
Yeah.
Thundering.
If I could,
That's the impact.
to Lamb back to make mention of it also, we can't forget to mention the laser beams from the chariots too.
That's right.
Because it also goes into that.
That's right.
The Elder Apostle Gabar mentioned, both of them are going to be destroying America. You know? You got it, bro.
And who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder
Yep.
at
And
his
it's gonna be from them lasers, man. You know?
Was that movie War of the Worlds?
Yep.
Man,
Esau, no, these directors, because these directors are like what you say, lesser
Yeah,
illuminati.
that's luminaries. That's how they communicate amongst each other.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Go ahead.
and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence.
Yep.
The earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof, the sea arises up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled.
That's
And
the impact from the
Yep.
missiles.
Yep.
It's gonna make the fucking earth like literally roll to and fro.
Yep.
And the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power. I'm gonna get to the next verse, but I want to say that this verse 12 is describing, the destruction, terraforming the world. You know how bad it's gonna be, because I know it's in Habakkuk chapter 2, it goes into he says, Lord, was you mad at angry at the sea? How bad the Lord was gonna how bad the nukes and the Lord was gonna mess up the earth.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, yeah, you know what? Just to make a point on that, bro, it's gonna look like an entirely different Earth
Okay.
by the time the Heavenly Father done with it. You know, and the proof is they had a special on CNN. They pretty much had people interviewing the descendants of the survivors of Hiroshima.
That's right.
And basically they got a lot of parts of Hiroshima in like a beautiful garden, man. But based off how that fire hit that place,
That's it.
you know, it looks very beautiful. Like you wouldn't think it's the same place.
And that's the reason why Israel has to be new, so it can be purified, right?
Crazy thing about it, after they nuked Japan, it's crazy. The Japanese started almost worshiping, the Americans.
Yeah.
Once the Most High do away with this place, the people gonna fear.
That's right.
And fear also translation to what? Worship.
That's it. That's it.
Because when you fear somebody, what? You respect them. That's right. Because you fear somebody, you gonna make sure you move out their way. You make sure you're gonna be polite to them. You gonna make sure they get their way.
You're gonna bow the knee.
You gonna bow the knee.
Romans, the 9th chapter.
Hey, this Habakkuk 3:3. It says the Most High came from Teman, and the Holy One from Mount Paran, Salah. His glory covered the heavens.
Meaning what? Those the chariots. Yahawashi is leading the heaven army out of the spiritual realm, and they're going to penetrate this earthly realm, man.
It goes into 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, how he's going to come wax strong with the thousands of heaven.
That's it.
So that's a part of his glory,
Yeah, and you're going to have basically ships coming out of their father ship. That's spoken of in Isaiah the 6th chapter.
Yep.
That's how large this chariot gonna be. It's so big that smaller ships are able to come out too.
Dispatch.
That's right.
I was saying, one scripture says it was like a mountain stretched out or went into the earth
Yeah.
to the other one.
That's it.
Yeah, like it's gonna block out the sky.
That's right. That's
You
right.
can't even tell the end from the beginning of it,
And it only makes sense that all the elect can actually go into that one ship. Because remember, the scripture says what? Revelation 11th chapter, a cloud.
Yeah,
It
a
said
cloud.
clouds. It said a cloud.
The scripture you posted yesterday in Luke.
You want to bring it out?
Yeah, we can bring it out.
Bring
Like
it out,
that.
man.
Yes, Luke 21:20 GNT. Yep, so it says, his glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise. His brightness was as the light. He had horns coming out of his head.
So what's the horn?
Power.
No, it's the laser beams coming from their chariot going into what Zipporah Kazak is saying. The horns coming out, that's laser beams. So Yahawashi and the heavenly armies, they're going to be shooting concentrated fire, which are the laser beams.
Yep.
That's within that judgment.
Just to back you up, Habakkuk 3:4 in NLT, his coming is as brilliant as the sunrise.
And that's talking about the miraculous sounds of those chariots, man. Okay, go ahead.
Rays a light flash from his hands.
That's laser beams. Laser beams coming out of it, being ejected from their father ship and smaller ships.
And a small glimpse of that War of the Worlds.
That's it.
Tom Cruise.
That's it.
And it says, where his awesome power is hidden.
Awesome power, right? Let's talk about the technology of the Most High.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Verse 5, before him went the pestilence, and burning coals went forth at his feet.
And the pestilence is what? It's for destruction. Meaning what? From the laser beams.
Yep.
So you're going to have fire coming from the missiles and fire coming from Yahawashi. Going into what? The plagues of America. Right? Because a plague means what? Judgment.
Also goes to like a widespread affliction.
Shit. Okay.
What that scripture says, paraphrasing, when I come, what will I do when it's already killed me?
That's right.
He gonna burn us some more.
I got it already. I got it. This Luke 12:49. I'm come to set fire on earth. What will it be? It's already kindled.
So you see hell on fire by ready, pop up pretty soon with the civil unrest, all this different type of, even race riots gonna happen, Like all this type of chaos coming all together within so-called America, then very soon Yahawashi's gonna bring forth his fire. So he's gonna ignite it even more so when he comes, Yep.
What that scripture say, he gonna bring banners.
Yeah.
Banners, when you start killing it, like you got like them embers on it. Burn it up, burn it up.
Now,
You
what
got
does a
fire
banner do?
going.
The more you fan,
Ignite
the
more.
more it spreads. The more you fan, the more it spreads.
Outside instigating.
That's it. That's it.
So America literally gonna be hell on earth. If you think about it in a sense.
It's gonna be the worst. Because look at America done terrorized us.
That's it.
So now the Lord gonna terrorize America.
That's right.
When it goes to Revelation 18, thus with violence, should that great city Babylon be thrown down?
Yeah.
Now look how you got so-called established by violence.
That's it.
So that's how you're gonna end off of it,
And going to, like you said earlier, not only does America bring their military, but now you got that drill shit all over the world.
That's
So
it.
America is just
Yeah.
push violence in every form.
Yeah.
Every language, huh?
Yeah.
Man.
Either they'll come and lead you themselves, or they'll teach you how to delete your own self.
That's
you
it.
know what I'm saying?
That's it. So America has to be that great whore. You know?
It's Habakkuk 3:6.
Going to that wine, her love potion. So you're gonna fall in love with America in some form, some way. You know, whether it's the westernization, so-called democracy, so-called black culture.
Yep.
You know, she has the whole checkerboard covered, man.
Well, that's why I said about our sorceries, why all nations deceived.
That's it.
You know,
That's it.
Because America's an import country. They import all their goods from other nations. But the number one thing that America exports is this culture.
That's it, bro.
You know?
That's it.
Westernization.
Yeah, because you on a laptop made by Japan, ain't it? But you're looking at American culture on the motherfucker. You wasn't driving a car from Moab, but you listen to American music.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
and
right.
we got a Yashima we read 2 months ago. Like the greatest export within America is his music. Like, man, like look at that influence it has on these
Yeah.
other nations.
You got Megan Thee Stallion rapping in what, Japanese?
I'm telling you.
Wise and do evil.
Right.
Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got a song with like you know what I'm talking about? And I think the fact that she's on there with like a Ammonite woman or a Moabite is big.
Yeah.
The influence.
But these they be having tours and shit anyway, you know, going out.
And that spread that cancer too. You know, because you think about it, hell, 50 Cent in there sold more worldwide than he did in America. And he went diamond in America. So think about what he did outside of America. That's why if his shit ain't selling, he can do a world tour.
America like is that whore, and she got an STD, and these other countries that keep laying down with her and getting infected and keep infecting everybody else and never get treated.
Yeah, America got the hurt. Hurry up.
All right, Revelation 17:2. I'm reading the NLT. It says the kings of the world have committed adultery with her, and the people who belong to this world have been made drunk
And
by
the
the
reason why you sell with America to get rich, right? You sell out your people because you wanted to get rich. That's all it is. It's not about your people. It's about how you and your family can benefit. You know, and then once you get in the bed with America, you gotta stay in the bed with America. You know,
and then blood out.
blood in, blood out.
That's why it's in war.
That's
You
it.
gotta go to war to get out there.
That's right.
Trying to get out there.
And somebody get that precept how it talks about how the nations got mad. Oh, you got that? I'll get that real fast, bro.
And it's Jeremiah 51:7.
Cause you think about the end game, like, man, bro, we did all this shit for nothing. Look at Puffy. Puffy in this goddamn cell right now. I done fucked up. God damn.
All them niggas at home with it.
Yeah.
All them names, like niggas celebrities are quiet as hell.
Man, I'm telling you, you can, yeah, nigga can't hold him shake out his
Niggas
shit.
quiet. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? Cause like shit, they thinking cause all this shit that you did ain't worth your name being smeared. Cause one
That's it.
thing about it, that feeling the shame,
Yeah.
like that shit
That's
gonna be
it.
there. Like the Lord got that to where I don't give a fuck how much money you got. That spirit of shame, something else.
And I'm gonna say this, and this shit is beyond a fucking humiliation ritual.
Yeah.
Because Puff done did, he's into the sacrifice of people. So normally when you step into that, you know, that world, the humiliation rituals, that's the first phase of it. Now this man is up there. So he,
I just know I was about to.
yeah, so he is. So this is beyond a fucking humiliation ritual, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
And in Jeremiah 51:7, Babylon had been a golden cup, and Yahawashi hand.
So, you know, if you're running in the Olympics, what do you want? You want the gold. You don't want the silver. You don't want the bronze. You want the gold. Gold is a representation of what? America has that top position. Okay? The Most High has designated America to be this or to be influential to these other countries. That's what that means, the golden cup. So when you look at America, you know, basically all these other countries look at America. And I'm going to tell you how strong America is. You know, we always say this. If you took the people out of America and put them, for example, if you took the people, the women out of America, and you moved them outside of America, right? They're not going to be like this. But if you took the people from the East and put them into America, they're going to be assimilated. That's the influence of America. You know, we had our cousin. Basically, he has an Issacharite working with him. And he was asking him about the Mexican women. He said, oh, yeah, they loyal, they good, but make sure you get her when she's fresh off the boat. before she has assimilated into America, man. You know? So if you was to get a goddamn woman from overseas, you better keep that shit in Spanish.
She's gonna be tainted.
Yeah.
She's gonna be tainted.
They gonna fuck up. 'Cause America pray on anything pure.
That's it.
Like this whole system based on, like I say, the music. You know, then niggas they love fucking these women up. You know what I'm saying? Like once niggas get hold to a woman, it's over. We done. Once niggas get hold to a woman, it's over. Even like you say, like these young women coming up, especially in these urban communities, Jake prey on them women, man. You know, Jake just fuck up the next batch, after the next batch, after the next batch, and now you ain't got shit.
That's
now.
it. That's it.
Like
She suffering from PTSD.
They're like defense on assembly line now.
Yeah.
In this generation.
Coming with 2 arms and shit.
I think the word golden it goes into Zahab.
Zahab?
You know, it goes to like that splendor, that luster that America has.
Yeah, that goal too is like it disarming, like you were talking about earlier in your lesson this morning. You should not surely die.
Yeah.
He saw handing that cup, said you should not surely die. And it looks, because he said, well, it was good to the eye.
That's right.
That golden cup, that shit look good to the eye. But what's in the motherfucker is filth.
And then let's talk about how strong America is, though. Look how John the Revelator looked at her. He actually saw a woman. I mean, yeah, he was in love with. He was like, God damn, this white
You know,
woman.
the titty was out there.
Yeah, ass showing, them legs were showing.
She charmed him for a minute.
That angel had to get him.
You saw the movie Life? You can't get right first saw it. Those flabbergasted.
That's how Bug Ties want to be looking. We see her eat them like.
When y'all call. Speaking of.
You see it?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Hey, everybody quiet.
I'm telling you. You know, both sides had to sell a lake of yellow around.
Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon had been a golden cup, and Yahawashi child hand that made all the earth drunken.
Right.
The nation had drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
And I think in the 1950s, America had this thing called the Golden Age. You know, that's what they were known for. They like economy. You know, that was popping at that time frame. I think I came across an article that said America will never get back to that height ever again. You know, they're losing their strip. You know.
Cotton money running out.
So you think about America, America's like that faded. You think about America, America's like that faded glory in the spirit, man. You know, it's fading, man.
Like a clothing company, right?
Yeah, I think
Faded
about
glory.
that.
Faded glory, man.
Faded glory, man.
I never get one. Little Michael Jordan missed that though in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Playing with the Wizards. Then it's over.
Tear coming out.
They used to hang in the air. Now you miss it, open it up.
Faded glory.
Ross say, damn, you want to cry.
Because the thing about a woman has the height of her beauty. A woman is like the moon. Masculine energy is like the sun.
That's right.
Feminine energy is like the moon.
right.
Like the singer, the Issachar singer Selena. The word Selena goes back to moon. But a woman is like the moon. She was, and she reached the fullness of her beauty as the full moon in her youth. 18, 19, whatever you wanna. And what she started to do after she waxes. She waxes to a full moon. Then she starts waning.
Waning away. Damn.
So America, she reached their full peak like 19, 20, 30, 40, 50. But after 1969, going into the 70s, she starts to wane.
Yeah.
That's when the Most High sent. Really, that's why when he sent Elder High Priest Abba Bivens, that was like the Jacob is the beginning of it that followers.
Right.
That was the beginning of Jacob is the beginning of it that followers, man. And that's when America started to wane and she started to degenerate in her morals.
Hit that wall.
Got you.
Yeah.
Ecclesiasticus 43:6. He made the moon also to serve in her season.
Yep.
For a declaration of time.
Well, it said to make the moon to serve in her season. Wait a minute. The scripture says time and chance happen to every man.
That's it.
All right. So Esau had a season to rule. Because what was the prophet season? Was that Daniel 7 about the 4 beasts?
That's right.
And it roughly paraphrased that the beasts will rule for a little season. Every beast will rule for a little season. So Babylon, the great whore, she's a beautiful whore, but she's waxed in her season.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. And a sign of the world.
Yep. But this making that analogy that America was like a moon. She had her beginning phase, that little crescent moon, that little 1776, we finally got our independence. Then she waxed it into a full moon, also known as a world power. All right? Well, now what happened? Now she's waning. She's fading. Fading glory, also known as hitting the wall.
Hey, right here, a little piece. It says 1950s are often referred to as the golden age of America, a period of prosperity and new trends that began after World War II.
Golden age, that's the full moon. That's the full, in the nature of a woman, she's like a moon. In her beauty, them college years, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, that's like the full moon, man. That's the perfection of her beauty. But the nature of it is she waxes. In America, which every city is personified as a woman, in ancient times you personify a city as a woman. America's no different, man. She waxed until her fullness of her beauty, 1950. But then what happened? She started hitting the wall, started waning. Now she's at that crescent.
Right. But what you had in the 60s, that's the heavy enchantment era. You know, the immigration, the feminist movement hit there. You know. And then like you said, a lot of people came in the latter end of the 60s.
Yeah, that's
69,
right.
70. Yep. You know, that was like that transition as America started waning, and then this started waxing.
That's right. Because no, go ahead, finish it.
Now you're just going to like a few popular trends in the 50s. It says the economic boom, the baby boom. You had
boom, like a full moon, like a blossom. Because a woman is also like a flower. That's why when she hits puberty, she gets the flower of her age. A woman is like a flower. A woman is like a fruit. A fruit has a what do you call it before it's ripe? When it's green. I don't know either. But then it's the point where this is where you pluck it. That's when it's ripe. That's when America played the harlot. All right. But then what happens after it's ripe? It starts to decay. So in the 60s, America started to go into that moral decay, showing you like a fruit. It was starting to become a rotten fruit, man.
That's right.
All right.
Yep. So it says automobile industry.
Wait a minute. Did it say in Jeremiah was it 17 or 7? How the Most High plucketh kingdoms? You know. All right.
Yep. It says automobile industry and also food service and grocery stores. You also think about the famous sitcoms back in the 1950s. Well, I Love Lucy, Leave It to Beaver.
What's the
Andy Griffin.
Andy Griffin,
You
man.
can tell anybody shit in that time period.
Well, isn't it the mindset of a baddie when she young? I done had older women tell me, you couldn't tell me no when I was younger. I've been humbled now.
The word you looking for.
You got it, bro.
I'm not gonna say the word you're looking for, just immature. You know, before the fruit is, before it's ripened, you know, before it comes to its fullness. That's immature.
It's immature. Oh, yeah. Then it matures to ripe, then it goes into decay.
I got you. This is Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with you. You have appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
So the kingdom already measured. He just living it out. Like what we see now is Esau living out his last days as an empire. It's Edomite empire. You know, the whore, like I say, she done hit the wall, so now she's just here. You know, now this bitch is just a woman that's here, in the way. Because it goes from, like you say, when you're young, that's when you get all this attention. You have all these options. You know, options start dwindling. Then you get to the point where damn near invincible, man. You know?
Got you. This is Wisdom of Solomon 6:1. Hear therefore, you kings, and understand. Learn you that be judges of the ends of the earth. Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. For power is given you of the Lord, and sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works and search out your counsels. Because being ministers of his kingdom, you have not judged aright, nor kept the law, nor walked after the counsel of the Most High.
Yeah, so this kingdom, it serves no benefit to what the Lord wants to bring to the earth, which is a righteous kingdom.
That's it.
You see, Yahawashi died, he secured an eternal righteous kingdom. All right? For the nation of Israel. So now America, all right, Esau in general, but America for sure being, you know, pretty much the centerpiece of this kingdom, it serves no purpose anymore, man. The Lord, He done showed us wickedness. We done seen wickedness. What did it say? I seen wickedness spread as a green bay tree. You know, like we done seen wickedness in its fulfillment, in its peak.
Peak goes into what your sharpest point. You know, and this is 5. Horribly and speedily shall he come on you, for a sharp judgment shall be to them that be in high places.
And when you do to a whore, you burn it.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
You burn a whore.
And that's so crazy because the Most High is going to stone the whore and then burn it.
Yep.
Because when the mills was getting, that's the stone.
Yep. Yep.
Yahweh is gonna be the ultimate high priest to be able to do so, man.
Yeah.
To that order.
That's it.
Hey, can I bring one quick one? And this is Isaiah 14:4 to get to a point. It says that thou should take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased.
Yep, the golden city. Because America wasn't standing.
That's it.
The whole world based their social, economical, political, religion off the what? The standing of America. Because Christianity, you know, was popularized in America. You know, the dollar, okay, the American middle class. Like when you look at these nations, they wanted to live like the American middle class, man. Going back to the 50s, brothers going into. That's the standard that these other nations thought, man. You know, for a family to have a microwave and a TV, that was a big deal. A refrigerator.
Happy days.
Yeah, so that Trump slogan, "Make America Great Again," that's what you're really talking about. Going back to that peak of the era.
But Envy, tell him what, you sent me the video? No, you sent me the video. That MAGA,
Oh, yeah.
that actually goes into Satanism.
The highest level.
Yeah, one of the highest levels, man. When you look it up, that's what the left-hand priest, Satanists be delving into. MAGA, MHGB. Yeah, let me get
Hey,
It's like, you know, you got
no, 1950s too, man. That's when there was a split, a great gulf fix between Jacob and Esau. All right, when the Edomite suburb was really an Edomite suburb. All right, Jacob was in the south, making an effort to go to these big plants and stuff. But the whole thing, because you know we saw that documentary, put Jacob on projects so the niggas won't be in the suburbs, right?
That was before white flight.
That was before white flight, so that's when the suburbs was really the suburbs, man.
what that movie Us.
Was it them or us?
Yeah, them.
No,
That's it.
Oh, you saw the movie? I'm sorry.
It was a series.
It was a series.
Yeah, the series
It was
them.
a series with them.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Jake was an engineer, moved out there.
Yeah. And that was Compton 1950.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't like that shit. Edomites didn't like that shit, and they showed you in the movie, the series, that the bankers and stuff, they had it systemically set up to where it'd be very hard for a so-called Negro to get in these suburbs.
Yep.
Like I said, you know, you have the Goodyear Company, Ford, and that's when Jake left the South and went to the West.
Yep.
That's why so many Jakes out West in Cali, LA.
Yep.
All right, same thing with the Midwest, Detroit, because you was going into like the boom era post World War II. Yeah. So post World War II, man, Jake was going to those plants, man.
As a point, the priest Sha'ar from Dallas brought this out. And check out this video. It's called "The Satanic Occult Ties to MAGA, Babylon, and Witchcraft." So when you go into their Satanism on the left-hand side, a registered member is a no degree, an active member is a Satanist first degree, a witch warlock is the second degree, priest or priestess is the third degree, a magistrate is the fourth degree, and MAGA or Magus is the fifth degree.
Fifth degree. And what that spirit is being put out there, it's a ritual.
That's it. That's
They're
it.
just putting a ritual on you people, man. And then
That's it.
they said like you can sign up for that first degree, that no degree, but to move up, you gotta be selected.
That's it.
Showing you that these luminaries, they're selected and groomed for these certain characters that they play.
Just
that
like
we
the
see.
Most High do on the right hand side.
Yep.
That's you see the balance in it.
Yep. You can't pay to be, you know, a rank. You know, when it comes to Satanism, you gotta be the higher ups gotta look at you and see something in you and start moving you up the rank, start grooming you.
And that comes from actually the left hand side.
Yep.
You know, so a spirit on the left hand side, let them know or notify them, okay, pick him, don't pick him. It's the same thing on the right hand side. So you can look at on the left hand side, Hey, many are called.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A few are chosen.
Yeah, because they'll select families.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they get all into that, man.
And that's what elect means.
That's right.
Elect means selected.
Mhm.
So they have their left hand elect.
That's right.
Yeah, so
It's Isaiah 13 and 19.
yeah.
In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees,
Yeah.
excellency.
The Chaldeans are the elites. Okay? Because you go to the ancient Chaldeans of Babylonia, what did they specialize in? Astrology. You know, they was very keen when it came to the astrology on the left-hand side. And they was able to, you know, pretty much tell the future to some degree based on astrology, man. Okay, so these devils, because as you can see, they do everything based off dates, times of the year, you know. That's why it's spiritual, like, you know, the spirit been having brothers cleansing right now, because this is the time when Esau goes the hardest on the left hand, you know. From October to January, this nigga go hard, you know. He deal with that shit tough. So America has been the excellency of the elites because they created a satanic culture that people worship. You know, when you worship America, you really worshiping Satanism. Everything outside the truth, if you investigate it, is rooted in Satanism. Islam, the higher ups of Islam is rooted in Satanism. Egyptology, Kemet. When you really get into all this shit outside the truth, it's all rooted in Satanism. Because the higher ups, like even the GD, BD, what that shit called? Yeah. All that shit is rooted in Satanism. Yeah, the higher up, no. That's right. You just a foot soldier, you know, repping this shit, you know, for clout.
Well, yeah, you even look at the symbols, man. It's straight up witchcraft. Yeah. You know, and because them gangs are pretty much other guys, man. It's idols. That's why they got their own literature. Like they got their own scriptures and stuff, man. You know.
That's why America has a great epithet. It's an epithet for America. The other countries have a name for America. The Great Satan. That's an epithet.
That's why you got to shed blood to be a part of something.
You jumped in,
Even with the GDs, you shed blood in your finger, then you put your blood on each point of the star. You know, while you are surrounded and you're in a particular stance.
That's a ritual.
That's all ritual.
It's sacrifice, man.
You know?
then it
Ain't no righteous goddamn GD. Ain't no righteous bloods. Because if you're righteous, you're gonna denounce that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
And here's the word, vice lord.
Yeah.
Vice
Yeah.
lord.
The Lord of Vices.
Gangster disciple.
You know? Like you opposition to the Lord. I think the brother Benji from Chicago here brought out about the so-called GDs and their literature. Like you get locked up, a part of that literature, you can sleep with another GD, you go and rank it in lesser level, like a lesser GD.
I Gap brought that out too, so I know it's true.
Well, it's been expressed to me that what's his name, Larry Hoover, was a Freemason. Jeff Fort, Larry Hoover, they were both
All
Freemasons.
Freemasons.
Yeah, that's why Freemason literature is very similar to GD. It's the same thing.
And since you said that, it make you wonder. I don't know if brother seen it, but there was an article out where he's getting ready to go back to court, where they probably considering letting him out. Larry Hoover. Yep.
He just be a distraction.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
You know? That's all it be, a distraction. Something niggas talk about.
Yeah.
You know, cause that nigga, so what?
That's right.
You know, like, and that's another thing, how you know these niggas is off, cause Jason idolize these niggas, man. Larry Hoover, Jeff Fort, you know, Big Meech, you know. Jake idolize these niggas, man. The niggas for the longest, you know, was making the plea that Tupac wasn't alive. Okay, if he is, what the fuck, what that mean? How is they gonna change the scenario we in, man?
Well, that nigga, look at the outcome of this shit.
Yeah.
Look what happened 1960s. You had leaders that got unalive, incarcerated, puppet leaders. And then you had what? Black exploitation.
Yeah.
So if you go, that was major witchcraft from like Superfly to now.
Yeah.
Superfly to now is major enchantments, man.
That's it, man.
So all them niggas was Freemasons, actors, Lord luminaries.
Now, Baba Shah, I hope brothers had watched the brother Calvin Shaquai video, man. Basically dealing with thug life. You know, the thuggy, the brother like, Lord will I repost it. But the brother, hey, he went all into it, man. Like, hey, Tupac was a straight up CIA operative, straight up CIA agent, like, you know.
Hey, talking about the Janice, when you had the East going against the West.
So yeah, that's the Roman goddess of duality.
Yeah.
Yeah, the East and the West. And that's why you had on Tupac Biggie's so-called documentary. One of them was facing the East, and the other was facing the West. Goes back to Operation Janus.
And y'all know it's heavy enchantments going on through the music, right?
Yeah.
And through so-called black culture. And with these new nigglets, like the Jeff, Little Jeff and Dirk and like those niggas, it's a demonic vibration with that drill shit, man.
That's it. I see Tupac is he's the grandfather of drill.
He's the king of the niggas, man.
Yeah, he's the because he's the father of trap and he's the grandfather of drill.
But he was an actor.
That's it.
So he didn't do no drilling.
That's it.
He didn't know how to sell drugs.
That's it.
He was a CIA operative, man. And if you can't get that, then you still lost. You still in a sucker place, man.
Fucking stupid.
All our favorite rappers that if your enemy, let them dance on his stage. Who the fuck do you think they are?
That's it.
So no, man. From the 1960s, the black exploitation era, 1970s to now, the so-called blacks, all right, the Southern Kingdom basically have been under a heavy enchantment. Man.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this, man, and the reason why that nigga knew he was about to die, because you have a term called character assassination. You can Google this video on YouTube that shows you of an owl. And basically you got so-called celebrities on this fucking island. So a lot of times your character is killed off, and what you do is you come back as another character.
And how did nigga know about Kill Illuminati? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
What made him say, there's gonna be some shit y'all gonna see, it's gonna make it hard for y'all to smile?
Right.
What the fuck did you, cause you was an insider.
He was an insider.
Yeah. One of his songs he spoke about the Quran.
Yeah. Before they put a chip in me, I'd rather do something. Y'all got something there?
Y'all finish that up?
Go ahead, bro.
So, Isaiah 13-19, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Now, right now, this is actually a start of the prophecies, man, from the prophets. Because the Most High is utilizing the prophets to do what? To actually destroy fucking strongholds, man. So America is not great. America is their whore. They misled all these countries into their ultimate destruction, man. Because they have to go down for being joint heirs with America.
It's a vibrational attack.
That's it.
It's a vibrational attack. Oh, defense. Actually defense, because we prophesying, sitting out there, talking about positive energy. Because what's that scripture that says, with a shout, there was a mighty earthquake? It was from Israel going to war at one point. Yeah, it's like we speaking to it. We speaking about it.
Oh, it's a Jericho, right?
Come.
Yeah.
We speaking about it like this is our defense. This is our defense, because we dealing in the spirit. Vibration.
But that's what took Jericho down was vibration. And then you look at how Jericho fell, the wall fell outward. It made like a ramp for the troops to go up. So this bitch is enclosed, the Lord got his men inside this bitch and pushing his vibration. This motherfucker coming down.
A complete vibration. They say they accomplished it 7 times.
Yep.
This Revelation chapter 17, verse 16.
Verse 20, it should never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in.
Can I say something, bro? The new tenants of America is going to be what? Your desert-like creatures, right? That's spoken of in Isaiah the 34th chapter, and it's over.
It's right here too.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there.
Right. So you're not going to have these so-called Arabians making money in America anymore, man. And a lot of them about to leave and go back home. Go ahead, bro.
It says, neither shall the shepherd make their fold there, but the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there.
Right. So this is a prophetic visual of how America will be after or post-destruction.
And their houses shall be full of doleful creatures.
That's it. These are the new tenants of America, right? Desert-like creatures. Yeah. The owl. Go ahead.
It's a lot. And the prophecy spot on, because while the brother's reading this and you breaking it down, basically it's a lot of people out here because of pride or whatever.
That's right.
That bullshit gonna be tomorrow, man. Whether, you know, a parade or something.
That's right. Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why they set them cones up.
I mean, based off these weirdos,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not 100% sure, but based off of weirdo,
It's weird, real weird, bro.
It says, and the owl shall dwell there, and the what it is, satyrs
Satire.
shall dance there,
That's right.
and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses,
That's it.
and the dragons in their pleasant
If
places.
you go into that term, desolate means what? To be utterly destroyed, right? No more buildings, no more theme parks, no more houses, no more museums. America will be like the fucking Sahara Desert.
they showed you that in the movie Deadpool.
That's right.
Yeah, Wolverine versus Deadpool.
Oh, I've seen those.
Deadpool versus Wolverine. They went to like the metaverse, and in one of the universes within the metaverse, there was a desert, and there was a Statue of Liberty head sticking out the desert in her hand.
And that shows you Esau is on their left-hand side because he continues to put this in a fucking movie. I did a video a couple years ago, a couple times. It was a movie from the 70s, and it goes into how Russia had destroyed major cities on America, or in America. You know, how Russia had actually shot them fucking missiles over here. And that movie came out in the 70s.
Why is it always America getting destroyed?
Exactly. Exactly. It's always America. Go ahead, bro.
And to finish it out in the NLT, it says Babylon's days are numbered.
Babylon days are numbered, and the Most High gave Babylon a starting day and an end date. Go ahead.
Its time of
And
destruction.
closing. Goddamn it, man. Go ahead.
It said its time of destruction will soon arrive.
Right, and that's where we're waiting. Because now America is basically just circling the drain. And that is a medical term where someone is about to die.
And we just going to brother Yahawashi going to the point how everything Esau pushes out or propagates out here, so it's rooted in Satanism. So he looked up the word vice, going to vice lord.
And it says, what does your vice mean? It said, moral fault or weakness in a person's character. Then I went down, what is the literal meaning of vice?
Vice, yeah, anything you do outside of the standard of the Most High.
Yeah. It's evil, conductive habits, wickedness.
Yeah.
And I said, and I put, what's other meanings of vice? It said, transgression of the law.
That's it. That's what vices do.
You a vice lord,
Right.
then that was even crazy. So IBL is the same vice.
It's the same vice.
Like that wasn't enough just to be a vice lord.
I'm an insane,
Go ahead, Corey.
I'm an insane transgressor of the law. It's a heavy enchantment on Jake, man.
Yeah, and that's why Jake be so plugged in. IVN, read that literature. Niggas can't even say the ABC, but they can read the literature.
And when these niggas get gunned down, you be having people be like, why this happening so such and such? Like the Birmingham mass shooting. Like y'all see that video, man? Like them Jets getting gunned down. Like it was like 3 niggas and one nigga woman laid out on the ground in front of a club out there in Birmingham. Like, with that 5 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Got gunned down.
They shot at 5 points.
Somebody sprayed them. You know,
But look where it's happening at.
That's right.
Yeah.
You got them Jewish temples down there. You got Baphomet with the little children down there. From the church.
you know, like 18, 19 people got shot, more people died from it.
It's judgment, and more people is going to die.
This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast.
And what's the 10 horn? What's the 10 horn? EU. They modified to 26 countries, 27 countries to offset prophecy. That's right.
Treaty of Rome.
Right.
1953. Treaty of Rome.
These shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked.
Just like Priest y'all said, Priest Lamar stated, right, that you're going to have these EU countries to turn their backs on America and shoot nuclear fire. And that's also spoken of in the book of Obadiah.
It said make her naked. This is going to all the elements being burnt up.
That's it, bro.
Imagine your clothes being burnt off you.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So that's how it is when these cities are turned to powder.
Yeah, you're going to be asked out.
You're going to be naked.
gonna strip you bare, man.
And shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
And only nuclear fire can do that, right? Which the priest brought out, how America would never be lived in again, or live on again.
And their flesh is all you people. You know? Matter of fact, real quick, brother got that Isaiah 34. Because these people are just walking sacrifices, man. And then you notice how he was always in the mix of the wickedest shit ever.
Yeah.
Like they just attracted to him. He don't be having nothing to do with them. They don't even be knowing what's the cause.
And think about this, they wear black dresses.
The black dress.
That's
man,
mourning,
some
that's
dark-
death.
It's some dark shit, man.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go ahead, bro. You got it.
Start at the top.
Started 4. They started.
It's Isaiah 34:3. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their
Started
parts.
1 then.
Come on, y'all, Shemai.
It's Isaiah 34:1.
Right. Negotiating that. Yeah.
Come near ye nations, to hear and hearken, you people.
Yep, go ahead.
Let the earth hear him, and all that is therein.
And how's the world hearing through the prophets? We're telling you, the Lord got the spirit of the prophet to tell you how this shit gonna go. You see?
Because everybody got the internet,
Yep.
right? They're live.
Yep.
Going to what the Hebrew Qanah,
Yep.
which means cord. Satellite cord is nothing but the satellite network is nothing but a bundle of cords.
Yep.
Right?
And if you can see the signals just bouncing off, it's like a bunch of lines. You know, then you can see the actual signals going to it.
And the World Wide Web.
It says the world and all things that come forth of it.
Yep.
For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
They're righteous angels.
Right.
We're telling you that the Lord is pissed at all the nations in the earth. Man. Only the elect of Israel are about to receive favor in these times. Everyone else, the Lord is pissed. That's where you stand. The prophets are here to tell the world where you stand with the Lord. You know, we're the go-between between the Heavenly Father, His Son Yahawashi. Okay, to tell you, we're giving you a message from the throne. We're that faithful messenger, man. Spoken of in Proverbs 25. You got it, bro.
And his fury upon all their armies.
Yeah, his fury upon all their armies, their military. That's why everyone's been summoned to that one region so Yahawashi can just clear the board.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter.
Yep, so these nations preparing for war are preparing for their own slaughter. There will be no militaries after the return of Yahawashi.
That's it.
There will be no heathen military. Go ahead.
Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses,
Go ahead.
and
That's
the
over on
mountains.
the east.
Yep.
Because we know that it can't happen in America.
Yeah.
Because America's gonna be burnt the fuck up.
Yeah.
But those other nations gonna be burying those bodies over on the east, man.
Joel too.
That's right.
It says, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood,
And the government, man. Go ahead.
and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
Yeah, so there will be no fighter jets flying around after Yahawashi to judge these heathens.
That's it.
No helicopters. All shit gonna be dissolved. Every element, okay, of their military gonna be dissolved. You got it, bro.
And it's gonna formulate what? A mushroom cloud.
Yep.
I think of a portobello mushroom.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Because like the Super Mario Brothers, right?
Yeah.
The Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
And that's how nuclear blast looks. You got the stem.
Yeah.
Then you got that.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
It said, and all their hosts shall fall down as a leaf that falleth from a vine, and as a falling fig from a fig tree.
Go ahead.
For my
How does the
sword,
fig fall? Like an ark. You know what I'm saying?
for my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Yep. That's the missiles bathed in the atmosphere.
And can I say something, please? And when you look up that term bathe, it actually goes into like the sky gonna be saturated.
Saturate. Yeah.
It's saturated.
Yep.
Like if you get in a tub of water and you just lay in that water and how that water will come completely over you, that's how the fucking sky gonna look. Like that. Hey, 300. When Leonidas was looking at them goddamn arrows, that's how them missiles gonna look.
That's proof that fire, it got to clear everything.
It has to, one.
You know, and it's going to clean the atmosphere too.
You know?
Because people are dying from air pollution. Like, you know, it's like a lot of people die from food pollution. But air pollution is killing people too.
Right.
It just don't. Well, if your loved one died like from cancer, and they don't even know where it's linked back to, sometimes it's due to air pollution. Noise pollution is killing people. That's why the scripture says in Isaiah 14 how the earth is at rest. Because all that traffic, that New York traffic, LA traffic, horn blowing all day, people got road rage. They're literally insane.
Now, I said also the elder bishop Heathen, he had brought that out about what's the health benefits of the mushroom cloud. It's going to soak up all the impurities out the earth. That makes sense right there. The Lord, set up something like that very divine to get all the impurities out the earth.
Because the Most High like sage too, apparently.
Yeah, it's going to sage the earth.
If you look up the sage kills about 95% of the bacteria in there. So the Most High gonna sage the earth, like he gonna smudge it, man.
Hey, what was that miniseries we watched? The Last Kingdom? The Last Kingdom's the one when people would be sick, they would burn a whole bunch of sage out there in the public. And it would just purify that community.
Because it get evil spirits out the way too. So all that demonic activity, because America ain't nothing but a Ouija board. So all that demonic activity, it's gonna get saged out of here, man. You know?
That's why America gonna be burned for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Yeah.
good.
Smudging the earth.
Smudging the earth, man.
You got it.
For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Idumea, and Idumea is what the Greek way of saying Edom. But the chief place of Idumea is here in America, man. Okay? Go ahead. The American Edomite, you gotta understand, American Edomites was pretty much the filth of these other Edomite kingdoms that was shipped over here to America.
Right.
They just came and got on.
Outlaws.
Yeah, these niggas just came and got on. These are Americans ran by a family of crooks, man. You know, go ahead.
And upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Go ahead.
The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats.
Yep. And who the lambs and goats? The people.
Sacrificing bodies.
So what we're looking at these weirdos and shit, man, they're nothing but sacrifices, man. Okay? Yeah. Because going back to the high priest, he's gonna sacrifice America, man. Yahawashi. Okay? Go ahead.
For the Lord had the sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Yeah, so we're in the land where the Lord has a predestined sacrifice, man. This is a lake of fire, not hell. Okay? Yeah. This that burnt offering. It's because what? It's gonna be satisfying to the Lord. It's gonna be satisfying to burn America and the people in it. That's gonna be satisfying to Yahawashi. It's gonna be like a sweet savior, man. That's why I said, what? Do it in my hearing. He said, yeah, do it in my hearing. Like the Lord, you want to hear that suffering, man. For all the wickedness that has been pushed here, man. You know? You got it, bro.
And the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness.
Go ahead.
For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion.
For the controversy of these people, the elect of these people. Because now we're crying out. We're that damsel that's crying out. And Yahawashi is coming to rescue that damsel, man, the church. You see? And he's going to deal with, all right, the criminal Esau Edom for trying to deal with his woman. If you walk in your house, okay, and there's a man in the act of trying to rape your woman, first off, you're going to secure her. You know what I'm saying? Secure your woman, get her out of the harm's way, and you're going to go crazy.
Especially she's screaming out.
I was thinking, especially she's screaming out.
She's saying your name.
Yeah.
You know, in distress.
That's right.
You know what I'm
Going
saying?
through the spirit, man.
Yeah.
The spirit will take over you, man.
Yeah. You gonna black out.
That's it.
That was it on that.
I got a quick one. All right, 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, starting at 20. All right, 20 down to 21. Behold, saith the Heavenly Father, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me.
Woo! Hey, it's like a mob meeting. You know, when the Godfather summons everybody.
That's right.
And then it's like, where he is? He comes late. Knock everybody off, man. That's what the Lord doing. He calls all these nations to reverence him. Because guess what? You got to do exactly what's written in the scripture. You know?
You can't not come to this meeting.
Got to.
Everybody that's on that list got to be there, man. Go ahead.
That's right, brother. Which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanon.
Hey, from the rising of the sun, the east, the south, because you're going to have those nations from the south, like India, Saudi Arabia, okay? You have even the rising of the sun, the east, going over to China, Iran, okay? And then you're going to say the north.
Say, from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanon.
And Lebanon was in Lebanon. Who's in Lebanon? Hezbollah. The scriptures are telling you how this shit finna go. Everybody, why is Hezbollah? Because Hezbollah, they're not Lebanese people. They're just a militant group stationed in Lebanon. Like, why are the scriptures speaking about Lebanon? They're not relevant when it comes to, don't nobody know about Lebanese culture or food or, this. Why are they relevant right now? Why are they in the scriptures? Because the Lord is strategically setting this shit up. You got it, bro.
To turn themselves one against another.
To turn themselves one against another. So all these conflicts has all these nations, all right, turning one against another, man. Go ahead.
And repay the things that they have done to them.
Yeah, so the Lord, part of the Lord's judgment too is for these nations to go to war with each other. Because it's going to be a lot of death. That's why the scriptures speak about every man by the sword of his brother. Because you're going to have all these nations fighting each other. Because World War III is going to be massive, massive deaths, man. And World War I and World War II caused all them casualties. And how you know World War I is going to be so bad? Because between World War I and II, what you had about 20 years, 22, 23 years. But this year here, it's going on 80 years damn near, man. They just been building up for this shit, man. Yeah. That's why they have to really keep a conflict going so they can use them old stockpiles, man. You see, and then Esau, he be on that Jewish shit. But the Jews believe in human sacrifice to balance out the universe. They believe that they was sacrificing to the universe. And Esau, he does the same method with Satan. That's why he don't mind killing all these civilians. That's another thing, like Esau really be sacrificing Satan too. Right. That's why he having the green light to have their way with these civilians. Yeah, bro.
Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. That's it.
Yeah, because the Lord, that's why all we doing is teaching, and the Lord got the nations fighting. So as He's putting us in order, you've been getting into corn, like cleansing, separating. While we're doing that, war intensifying. So as more we tap in on the right hand, the more active the Lord allow the left hand to fall apart. We're tearing down Jericho, man.
Because you brought out something too about the satellites, right? And then you could look at it visually, you can see it sound like emits lines. But like y'all was bringing out Jericho, the vibrations knock down the walls. But the vibrations are nothing but lines. Sound waves. If you look at sound waves, that's when you go to like a Grand Canyon and you echo, those are the sound waves bouncing off the walls in the Grand Canyon. Hey, hey, hey. So now this is the modern day Jericho because those sound waves are bouncing off the satellites. Woo. Out the four corners of the earth. It's like a grand Jericho.
Yeah, because it's a beast system.
Yep.
It's all over the planet.
That's right.
Well, I had you got something.
Romans 10 and 18. And it says, "But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world."
Yeah, so she can hear you.
Romans 10 and 18. "But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world."
Sound waves. Sound waves, man. Hey, the Most High so grand with this thing, man. There is no new thing under the sun, man. He just made the fall Most High always hated a Canaanite lifestyle
Yep.
or a Philistine lifestyle. And what happened? We replaced the lifestyle of the Philistines with the law, statutes, and commandments, right?
Yep.
Now, we looked at the word Philistine, right? It went back to Philistine, right? And it went back. What's going on?
Hey, so we're going to a festival out here tomorrow. Are y'all going to be here tomorrow? Because we can bump our fence back if y'all want this space.
No, we're not going to do it.
Okay, then we're just going to not close the sidewalk off so y'all can come and go that way. Unless y'all, are any of this y'all's vehicles?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just leave a little area right there open. So that way y'all can exit the vehicles. Or you can go up and exit on President. Either way.
I appreciate it.
Have
Have a good night, now. All right. So we used to look up that word Philistine, right? And it went back to like a lifestyle, a materialistic lifestyle. But we replaced the Philistines. All right, Palestine goes back to Philistines. The Most High set up the Israelites when we came out that desert. We came out to the desert to replace the Philistines. So what's going on now? The Israelites globally are about to place the Philistine culture on the planet.
Yeah, because America's the new Canaan.
America's the new Canaan. And like I said, if you look up the word Philistine, I think it's in the Webster's dictionary, it goes back to like a materialistic lifestyle. You know, basically like a Roman lifestyle. It was filthy in the eyes of Yahweh. And you know, we replaced the Philistines. All right, when we came to Jerusalem, we replaced the Philistines. But now, Jacob is the beginning of their followers. We're about to replace the Philistines again, man. All right?
It's for Philistine in the Webster, Merriam-Webster, it says, a person who is guided by materialism and is usually disdainful of intellectual or artistic values.
Disdainful intellectual or artistic values. But like you say, you gotta look at these niggas that getting all this money, but Jacob barely say a sentence.
That's right.
These niggas materialistic, but these niggas barely can say a sentence. They can't have any dialogue for them.
That's right. Like that dude said about Floyd Mayweather. He got all that money, but he can't even read a Dr. Seuss book.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
What's say that bitch didn't know what the defibrillator was?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But she could take the perfect picture.
Yeah.
Makes her look like a baddie on
Yeah.
TikTok. You know what I mean? They can hold up a sleeve full of money. You can't name all the presidents on the money.
Can't start a weed eater.
Yep, can't start a weed eater. Because like Jake is underdeveloped, but Esau and his Philistine culture. Because when we get into we're getting into the crafts of being into the truth. We're getting into the science of being in the spirit. And they talk about sexual transmutation. All right, how you gotta basically mortify your members. You gotta mortify your lower devices just to activate the spirit or open up the so-called pineal gland. So there's a science to being in the truth. All right. So Jacob is so low culture, he's out of tune with that. It's a science to being intellectual, man. But like I said, Jacob is spiritually or culturally a Philistine, man. But the Israelites, the 1/3, the elect under Yahawashi, is we're about to replace Philistine culture with the laws of Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi. We're about to civilize the earth, man.
Righteous nobility, man.
Righteous noble stoics.
So going to underdeveloped, it says one uninformed in a special area of knowledge.
Yep. And the 2/3 of our people are uninformed in the truth. They're uninformed of the knowledge of Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi.
Proverbs, he that wandered out of the way of understanding shall remain within the congregation of the dead.
The first thing you got to do to become a disciple of Yahawashi is mortify that beastly nature. But Esau has it in check that has everybody under this beastly nature. That's why you saw these freaks out here, man. They're drawing out what's already in them, man. All right?
Everybody doing that do it's not will vibration right now. You know? All right, so that's it.
Yeah, so. Get yours first.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
Yep, and this is what we're seeing, because the Yahweh Shema Shah is a righteous judge. And America has went through the earth. Because, going back to ancient Rome, how was the elites of ancient Rome able to live so plush? Okay, by making the rest of the earth suffer.
That's right.
You know, America has followed this same format to where America, especially the elites of America, live plush. Really from the upper middle class on up, they able to live so plush and be so wasteful
Because everyone else is in power.
You in a Nissan plant working your ass off.
Yeah.
Or you in the fields in your own country as an 8-year-old picking cacao, man.
Yeah.
For the Eminem, for Mars and Mars.
Ultimately, the #1 selling car in America, okay, but are the Ammonites, okay? Are there millionaires off that #1 selling car? No, it's the elites. Okay? And they allow the elites of these different countries, they'll put them in on it so they can continue to sell out their nation, man. But guess what? The military men is what? The loaded. The working man. That's why they so fed up, they don't give a fuck. I've been living in poverty like Iran. When America put sanctions on Iran, they have parade. They're like, when else y'all gonna sanction? You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, we've been living on the same 2 decades. You know, you adjust to this shit, so now we just finna fight. Fuck. You got it.
All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land of the city and of all that dwell therein.
Yeah, these nations have perfected their hate for America, man, because they've seen the carnage of the American military. You see, Americans are so used, you know, just like this song. It's the perfect theme for America, just that happy-go-lucky, carefree, bullshit-ass spirit. But you don't understand, the military, American military have caused carnage in these people's nations, man. Yeah, bro.
This is verse 9 in the NLT. What sorrows await you who build big houses with money gained dishonestly?
Yep.
You believe your wealth will buy security.
And that house go back, you know, to economy. So the American economy has been built off what, man? Other people's resources. Go ahead.
You believe your wealth will buy you security, pin your family's nest beyond the reach of danger.
Yep.
But by the murders you committed, you have shamed your name and forfeited your lives.
Yeah, so these elites, they have space stations, underground bunkers, okay? They control the Earth's military. They think they're protected and they're wickedness. Nah, man. That's why Yahawashi is coming to run through all this shit. You know? So you gotta
be the first fruits of Yahawashi.
Yeah.
Those elites.
Yeah. You gotta think about it. When you a king and you got all these military might, okay? But the enemy somehow enters into your chamber, I mean, all that shit fails. If you a king and you got a million men out there, but the enemy at your front door, that means all that shit fails. Yeah, you ain't gotta count for them, they through. And that's how Yahawashi gonna do it. That's why I say, hide me from the land. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's Psalm 110 to get to. Yeah, verse 4 said, the Lord Yahweh has sworn and will not repent. Thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. The Lord at thy right hand should strike through kings in the day of his wrath.
Yeah, so that's a real flex. How you handle somebody king, that's a flex. And that's a psyop on the rest of the nation, man. When you handle this person that's been king, all you know is splendor, you know, but then you see somebody else that come, is this your king? You know, that was some hard shit. When Killmonger said that shit, he on the ground, is this your king? You know? Then nobody want to deal with Killmonger like shit. You know? Yeah. She get done with that.
This the book of Joel, chapter 2, starting verse 6. Before their face the people shall be much pain, all faces shall gather blackness.
And that's when the missiles on the way. But you gotta think, it's gonna be shit like this going on when nukes shot out, man. Okay? But when they get them messages and they get to hearing them motherfuckers, holy shit.
Go ahead. They shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks.
Yep, so those missiles coming in perfect formation to destroy America.
I say something more, and that shows you that the spirit of the Most High is going to guide those missiles against that side of the Lord of the armies.
Ultimately, it's Yahawashi Shah is the mighty expert, man.
That's really right. That's all.
So the Lord is a consuming fire.
Yeah.
Verse 8, neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
Yep. So
those missile defense systems are going to be failure. Okay, they said walk on their path. Every missile walking in their own trajectory. They're gonna have their own unique trajectory where they don't bump into each other but fall on America, man, turn it into a death.
Hey, with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give all honor and glory to
Yahawashi.
double honors to our elder apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone Rule Well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Baba. Come out, shout.
Shalom.
Fuck up out of here.
Yeah, music out there.